3 for 1 today. We're going to be listening to Night Town Theme, Barbarian Town Theme, and Warlock Town Theme from Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Let's check out Night Theme first, do a little breakdown. Weirdly mischievous, isn't it? Listen to the way that it starts like that. Love the organ there. It's so interesting to hear the sound quality here because this was in a time where we weren't necessarily fully orchestrating things. The sound quality is like fairly orchestral. It's very old in terms of what we were using to create sound, and but it's really interesting because even though the sound card or whatever is in a certain way, it's very, very, very orchestral. What I'm most intrigued by with the Night Theme is the playfulness that I hear. It's a little bit, not mischievous per se, but it's a little just happy. When you think of like a night theme, you think of like, I am here, I am a knight. And instead you get this ba 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 yeah ba 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 ba. And then the organ, so like clearly there's a church involved. I'm looking at the picture, there's a church. So I think it's actually highlighting the landscape as a whole rather than the idea of the knights. You know what I mean? Like the knights live there, but the town is what it is. So it's actually more of a town theme than like relating to the knights of said town. You hear what I mean? Like the way that it bounces around like this, it's like sort of playful. And when we have bouncing qualities to music, usually it's like very playful, childish, mischievous, silly, energetic. And here it's kind of like, it feels ruckus, and it feels like we're here, we're doing stuff, we're busy. Nice fugal elements. It's so trippy to have this very MIDI sound quality, and then all of a sudden you get this like the most legitimate mezzo soprano to just come in. I guess that's part of the magic, right? I mean, this is probably the first time that many people heard like classical music maybe in their lives, especially for those of us that are or were younger when these games came out. Like, you know, and even if you were older, there's a sound quality here that is very unique because it takes like a MIDI file, but then it also creates this stunning like harp, and then you have a proper classical singer over top, and it's the vibrato's accurate, like everything is real. It's healthy singing. It's like unique for the time. Oh, that's like full stop, of course. That's really interesting. That's like a truly classical piece. I bet you these translate to orchestra incredibly well. I mean, that's high and hard. You know what's interesting is that like this is like such a legitimate piece of classical music that it's actually almost funny to me how legitimately this could translate into like a scenario where you're in an orchestra. And I don't mean like let's listen to the Heroes of Might and Magic 2 soundtrack in a concert hall, but I mean like if you were to take this and extrapolate it, not say it was from Heroes of Might and Magic 2, no one would know the difference. This is like modern oratorio that's incredibly melodic and incredibly tonal, and even though there are some steps there that are, you know, augmented there as she ascends up into the upper register, it's pretty standard classical music writing. Here's a little bit of drama in here. Yeah, that's so interesting, especially from an emotional perspective, like what's going on. Apparently I saw a comment here. The lyrics are German plus English. They have mouths and do not talk. They have eyes and do not see. They have ears and do not hear. They have noses and do not smell. They have hands and do not grasp. They have feet and do not walk. They don't talk through their throat. What the Apparently, this person who commented said the lyrics are passages from the Bible. And in the original text, they describe the heathens' idols. Der Heidengötzen, meaning false gods made of silver and gold. That fits very well with the cathedral and the crusade theme. Yeah. This is modern day oratorio. Oratorio being stuff that was written liturgically for celebrating or highlighting passages of the Bible or the story of Christ. And I think that in this particular case, that like is super, super appropriate, which is really interesting too, because Heroes of Might and Magic, it's very like sort of antiquated, magic wizards. There's like a medieval thing in there, and you could easily hear this in a church. Let's go to Barbarian Town. Yeah, full stop, Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It might as well just be like the St. Matthew Passion or the Bach Magnificat in D, or like any sort of, especially here we have the harpsichord, or like Judas Maccabeus by Handel, or even the Messiah. It's very interesting. Yeah, like also too, I'd like to just point out like this slowed kind of harpsichord, bring, bring. This is so common, and like a slow methodical piece where we're reflecting on the life and times of Jesus, let's say. Sometimes a lot of these times when we have these pieces of music too, it'll usually start with some sort of woodwind solo, like an oboe. In this case, I think this is like a clarinet, but the way that it comes in is very standard Western liturgical writing here. You hear too how like pensive that is. I feel this sort of way. What does this mean? My life has value and meaning, but yet I am still so sad, and I'm going to sing about it. And actually the lyrics, where is thy victory? Where is thy sting? Where is thy victory? Where is thy victory? Death is swallowed in victory. O death, where is thy sting? Hell, where is thy victory? Very, very, very like questioning and also reflective piece on trying to understand the deeper meaning of life and why things occur the way they occur, things like that. Yeah, and that sustained note there, that's that delayed. Wo ist dein Stich? It's just held slightly because then we're going to... Der Tod ist verschlungen in den Sieg. Interesting. Yeah. Hölle, wo ist dein Sieg? Well, that's a little bit more optimistic. Nice duet, standard stuff here. Yeah, like deeply pensive. I mean, I swear this is like so biblical. It's interesting. All right, let's check out Warlock Town theme here. So that's tension there, obviously. I swear to you, this sounds just like Bach. Sounds just like Bach. So you hear how this sets us up for battle. This sets us up for war. You know. I love the subtle choir there, the acts in polyphony there in harmony with the again, that adds that helps add to the sense of stress and the sense of fear. There's something so satisfying about hearing a really talented bass baritone. It's very, very masculine. Definitely a battle theme here. A feeling of like stress that's in this, but it's a very classical, measured kind of stress, which is cool. Dope. Yeah, very, 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 very classical writing. Of course, very musically based in a time that we don't really think about very much when we think about classical music. Really, I mean, like we understand that the Baroque time period and the early classical time period is really important because of where it shaped us and how, you know, basically every composer sort of staggered over themselves and eventually like led to modern composition. But like Handel, Bach, Caccini, all these guys in the early, I want to say like 1700s. If you like this, you like that music. Like, I want you to understand that. Like, if you like this, you like Handel. If you like this, you should go see the Bach St. Matthew Passion. It's not that different. Now, you may have an emotional connection to this because you played it, you saw your parent play it, you found it at a local bookstore or PC store and you hopped it in and you're like, oh my God, this is like so immersive at the time. It's crazy, right? You have the education musically to understand the Baroque time period. And that's really exciting because this is not dissimilar to Bach in any sort of way. If you like this, there's actually some more Heroes of Might and Magic on the channel, and there's also a bunch of other stuff if you feel like it. Feel free to check out my Twitch channel. I also multi-stream here on YouTube. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.